And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now and towing the slab, Zach Wheeler. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And a foul ball.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. One away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now it's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Kepler should have this one. Makes the grab. 2 away now.
First baseman, number 5.
2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses.
1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Foul ball there.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Philadelphia and pitching here today, Shohei Ohtani. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Trey Turner. That catches the corner.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
And the next pitch is way outside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Betts up with it. Fires to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. This is Bryson Stott.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
This one in the air. Betts nabs it, and there's one down.
Batting third, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
So Harper stands in. Move to first, and Turner's back in. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And a swing and a miss there.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That clips the zone. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And Turner's back in. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Just missed. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Second, and he easily steals the bag. Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
One strike.
Late with the swing there.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Phillies strand one, scoreless after one. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Muncy digs in. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over strikeout concerns.
In there at the knees.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Way upstairs, and a count even 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, Just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Out to center. Kepler makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Batting seventh, left fielder Michael Conforto.
And here is Michael Conforto.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That catches the top part of the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, and the batter now, Alec Bohm. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Ohtani back to work, and that one is downstairs. Ball 1. That's a little bit low. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-0.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Line drive and foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. There's the strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
JT Realmuto at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. No score here in the second. Inside, just missed. That misses the zone. 2-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he walked him. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Max Kepler stands in now and watches strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Right through there for a strike. Realmuto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We play 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. That one is upstairs. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And misses inside. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. Checks over to first, back safely. There's a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And there's a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Now, Dustin May. And a sac bunt here. Stop. Out on the sac bunt.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Sosa. And makes the grab. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0.
So I ain't saving you a cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now here is Edmundo Sosa. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Trey Turner. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one misses. Ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And the sweeper misses for a ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. Throw to second, and he's out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
One out, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find the zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
1 down. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Throw to first.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break.
Turner runs. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Turner, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is fouled back. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Edman puts it away, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. One left for Philadelphia. Still no score. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Freddie Freeman. And that one pulled foul.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
0-2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. Now 2-2. And a good eye there.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. That just misses. Now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That's off the mark. 3 balls and a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
4th inning underway. No score. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now this is in the air down the line. Schwarber in pursuit. He's got it. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
For the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Flied to right his first time. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. That's in there. And the count 1-1. Man at first, one away. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Smith swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. On the corner for a strike. Off the mark there. 1-2 to count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. way high.
2-2.